This is my secret cave studio where I produce my electronic music, and my name is Child. I don't really have a process. I'm probably one of the most disorganized producers. It really is just coming into the studio with an idea, and 100% of the time that idea changes within the first hour of actually sitting down at a computer. My live sets and my producing in the studio uses exactly the same equipment, the same programs, well, not Logic, but Ableton Live, and there's no real, I wish there was some secret to it, but there's not. It's just basically fiddling until you get what you want. Usually before I get into the studio, I've got an idea in my head, a little loop or just something that I want to create. There's no sort of step A, B, C. It's just getting into the studio, laying down the idea, within an hour probably getting sick of it, completely changing what I'm doing, and perfecting it, being happy with it, coming back the next day, hating it, and doing it all again until you got something that you're, happy with. And that's kind of what I do. I think the most special thing about electronic music is just the almost endless possibilities that you have to create sounds that just don't exist in the real world. When you look at sort of non-electronic music, it is mainly about creating beautiful melodies, and that's fantastic. But with electronic music, you get to take it that step further with sound design and just creating little nuances that just when people hear them, it's just so impressive, and that is just it's really exciting, and the fact that it's constantly evolving, and every month there's new software released, and there's another young kid just working out of his garage or his bedroom, making something better than you've sort of heard the previous month or the previous year. It means that it's just such a great sort of genre to work in. I got into electronic music really through two channels. Into sort of what I'm listening to currently, which is number one, probably my dad's old jazz records, which I still have today and listen to all the time. And the second thing is kind of the more psychedelic side, which is probably through my great uncle and going to outdoor parties and constantly being sent all the latest sort of interesting stuff from England as a kid. And I guess those two things are sort of fused together, and basically, you're sort of listening to the result of it when you listen to my music. Sort of main up-and-coming young artists, there's 5 that I really love. From all around the world, and funny thing is a lot of them, well actually all of them, have become mates of mine over the last probably couple of years. Steve Ward from Melbourne, amazing Detroit techno producer. SQL from the Netherlands, who is also, well actually they're all techno producers. Peter Horowitz, who's also from the Netherlands, who's making just some amazing sort of deep house stuff. A Bolter from Israel on Digital Structures, who again is doing a lot of harder stuff, but it's really cool, kind of cutting edge, really well produced techno. And of course Max Cooper, who is another member of the Traum family, I guess, who's also doing just amazing stuff.